Welcome back everyone, I'm the Depressed Touhou, Touhou Soccer 2, IS campaign, let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and break up these matches in halves, just to make things a little bit easier. I had trouble recording this when I originally did this game, so I did it in halves to kind of mitigate some of the issues. We're gonna go ahead and do a 1-2. A 1-2 will use up guts from both people, and it uses up I think like 40 guts from each person, so it's more expensive than a normal pass. Alright, we're just going to do a pass from here. It's not going to be a cross, but it'll be alright. Whenever it says you pass the ball sharply, it means you did a crit with the pass. Yeah, I guess a generic goalie, this is not going to be much of an issue. Alright, let's resume the match. Something to note about the AI, for those who are not familiar with my last playthrough, the AI actually cheats. They have infinite guts, so they will never, no matter how many special shots they do or how many special abilities, techniques they use, their guts will always remain the same, so they'll never run out. So just keep that in mind. This is kind of to mitigate the fact that the AI is very, very predictable in this game. So you're generally just using your skills against their, hey, I intercepted. Oh, also on the, if you look at the main screen, you'll see that her portrait is in the middle left right there. Whenever you see those portraits, it means they're about to hit a border of death, which, if it happens, I'll explain it. Until then, I won't. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it all the way down here. Go ahead and do wing attack. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the AI cheats. In fact, the game even admits it. They will, in one of these sub-scenarios, they will actually admit that the game cheats. So, it is frustrating when you play against certain characters that have really, really high cost moves, and they can just use it over and over again, and you know, it's very, very impossible to defend against. But I can say for a fact that the game's not impossible in most cases. In travel mode, it can be impossible, depending on what your team setup is, but that's only at the very, very end of the game, really, so no worries. Alright, go ahead and do, if you're going against a low ball, it's always going to be a volley shot. If it's a high ball, you're gonna hit it with your head, so that's a header. Yep. Fortunately for this match, we didn't really see any cutscenes. There's only really one move that has a cutscene, that's Wriggle Kick, which Wriggle hasn't shown any interest of doing for some reason. I mean, if she actually did Wriggle Kick, I would actually have trouble defending against it. Somewhat. Rolling Safe is pretty decent at blocking low-level kicks. Or shots, rather. Anyway, oh wow. Whoever the goalie passes to is kind of random, and in this case she passed all the way to number 10, which is all the way up here. So, yeah. Thank you for the free shot. Alright, goalkeeper chose not to jump, so she's just gonna sit there. And I critted, and I score. Don't worry, the matches will get harder. This is the lowest difficulty of the sub-scenarios. But I wanted to show them off so you guys can see a little bit more of the crazy stories that go on here. Figures. I'm really bad at predicting what the AI does, usually. And yes, the characters do run a little funny. I don't know if they run the same way in the actual soccer game. Night Sparrow Song, which was a special fake. Unfortunately, the way the fake works is you let the ball kind of... It's essentially a fake. You let the ball just pass you. You kind of fake a kick. The problem is that it makes the ball go a little out of control, and sometimes that ball will go towards a... It will go to whoever gets the ball first. In my case, I actually got to the ball first, so I'm good to go. Lily, where are you at? That's Misty. Yeah, there's Lily. Okay. Try to pass it to Sir now. Okay, now pass it to... Pass it to 9. Nothing's more frustrating than having a pass be intercepted. Especially when it's from a generic. Eyes in position. You also probably saw a lot of portraits on the screen, which means a lot of people are getting close to their border of death. So it looks like we're probably going to get through this without any borders of death, which is kind of disappointing. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, never mind. Oh, I can't... Oh, I couldn't read it all. Alright, Aya's in her border of death now. Now, border of death is essentially kind of like a limit break mode. When a lot of stuff happens, for certain and for the most part, if you do a lot of stuff with that character, like score goals and steal the ball and stuff like that, they'll gradually build up a meter that will eventually trigger border of death. And also in some cases, for certain characters, there are special other requirements that will influence how quickly they will get border of death. Like in the case of Cerno, she'll actually get border of death a lot faster if she gets knocked around a lot. So if she gets beat up a lot, like knocked away from tackles or special shots, she will actually have a higher chance of triggering her border of death. Now what border of death generally does is it will boost your stats, generally by like 20 to 40 points, like all of your stats. But some characters also have other special things having to do with their border of death. In the case of Aya, she becomes faster, her stats go up, and she becomes impossible to tackle. So, sorry, a better way to say it is, her dribble becomes impossible to stop, which means anytime she dribbles, she succeeds automatically as long as she has border of death up. That includes against a goalie. Even the strongest goalie in the game cannot stop Aya if she is border of death. And I actually intercepted the ball. I'm amazing. So, also, generally, when you have border of death, since your stats all increase, you generally recover guts a lot faster. So, keep that in mind. Anyway, zoom. Yeah, look at that. Look how fast I go. Now I'm at the goalkeeper. I'm just going to dribble. Dodge it. Automatic score. So it's essentially an automatic score unless you have bad luck and you just hit the goalpost. So yeah. Right now, Aya's unstoppable. A little overpowered, but it's kind of hard to get Aya to get her border of death usually. You usually have other team members. Okay, you critted. That's okay. I should have let Aya do it, but whatever. In the case of like Cerno, her border of death actually gives her back all of her guts, like all at once, which is pretty awesome. I'll try to explain each of the border of deaths as I counter them, I suppose. Alright, can we get 10 points in this match? Oh, my border of death wore off. Not fun. Essentially every step uses up 10 seconds. Things like passing stuff, every person that attempts to intercept the ball or try to stop you also costs about 10 seconds. So, or 1 tick. So if you have a bunch of people blocking somebody, it does take time for them to weave around them. There you go, 10 to 1. Needless to say, there's not going to be any injury time this time. Alright, injury time. 1 tick. Yep, there it goes. Alright, we won. Ugh, for us to lose that 9. Crap, adding that Tingo to our side is just unfair. 9 is kind of the nickname of Cerno. It has to do with the instruction manual, I believe. And I'm getting messages, so I'll get through this quickly. Virgo's roughly on the same level as Cerno anyway, but for me to lose... What? You bird-brained, chin-chin singing sparrow? You can't even spread that much sorrow officially. Shin, what? Yeah, losers. Man, that felt good. Just as I thought, I'm really the strongest. Yeah, no one can beat you. This should make for a good article. I'll title it, The Darkness Lurking in the Heart of Ginsokia, The Truth About Bullying. The scoop will make a good retort against the increase of secrecies recently. There's a problem that she fought back against those who were bullying her, though. You seem like you're having fun, Shimamaru. Oh, imagine meeting the Gapyoko Shikigami here. Yet another individual that should be tracked. If you have a lead for another article, I'd be very happy. No, nothing that could really be considered a lead. That's how disappointing. More importantly, I was watching the match just now. Ah, the scene where Miss Cerno stood up to some vicious bullying on sheer strength? Yeah, but whose strength exactly is unclear. You like making things boring, don't you? Are you saying my articles are boring? Even the daily comic is popular with the readers. Of course, you have to take into account the silent majority. Well, to be frank, I don't read your newspaper. I was talking about your fighting style. Fighting style? Soccer. Aren't you the reason why soccer spread throughout Ginsokia? I have a hunch the perpetrator doesn't really enjoy it very much, so she only stays behind the scenes. But no, I like playing soccer. You've been around for a long time too. You must know the true extent of your power. There's nothing interesting about a moderated fighting style. That's not it at all. I'm always at full sprint. It's like I'm obsessed with trying too hard. You're also the best at hiding your talents. Well, do whatever you want. Is that all? I need to get back to finding more stories. Scoops! Scoops! 1,000-year-old crow Tingu, huh? Yomu! Yomu, I'm hungry. Lady Yuko, didn't you just eat enough boxed lunches for 3 people? But I can't help it, I'm a ghost, so my stomach is always empty. Ah, Yomu, I'm so hungry I could die. You can't get any more dead than you already are, Lady Yuko, so please relax. No. Yomu, whether or not I'm a ghost, if my stomach stays empty for too long, I'll still die. Heading up death, even in death, they're slowly multiplying. That sounds really dreadful. If it builds up too much, not even a lawnmower can cut it down, you know. Oh, I've no other choice. It looks like the human village is this way, so let's see if they can give us something. That's right, maybe I'll eat up all the sushi rice fields. Please don't say things you're capable of actually doing. Hold it right there, I can't let you ghosts get any closer to the village. The Hakutaku from a while ago. Please stand back, Lady Yuko. Ah, sushi rice. Please be a little more patient. We intend no harm to the humans here. Please just give us something to eat. I'm afraid that little will become the entire village. Rice. Well, even if she were to eat a more reasonable amount, I can't let her into the village. Haven't you noticed that ghost girl's power? Lady Yuko's power? whole beef roast, combine it with silver rice to make a beef cup. Look at the poor thing. Are you sure you won't change your mind? That ghost girl induces death in humans. Even though she's unaware of it, she can easily bring many people back to the netherworld with her. I can't let something so dangerous be in the proximity of the village. Leave now. Yomu, my stomach has wasted away so much. I'm starting to get angry. You know what happens when I get too hungry. Ugh, what should I do? Oh, I sense this, the scent of trouble here. Nevertheless, when did Miss Yuriko become the always hungry character? Ah, it's Marcy. No, I'll definitely make it so you never called her that. Hello everyone. When a coral erupts, I can't pronounce that. Whatever, when a fight erupts, it would be great if you consulted me. Well, it would be dangerous to have people dying, of course, so for now I will lend Miss Keen a hand. You certainly don't want that shrine regent to get angry again. I don't really want to try crows, though I wonder how meat dug up from the trash tastes like. Well, maybe it's worth trying once. Whoa, so this is the chill you feel when Miss Yuriko looks at you like that. Miss Dia, you have my sympathy. Alright, the Bunbunbaru Gales versus the Saijioji Gluttons. Yay, leveled up. Aya. Telling my team constantly changes, with the exception of Aya. Really the only important level up is Aya. Anyway, beginning. With Yomu on offense and Yuriko in the midfield, their attack is strong. However, their defense isn't as good. Endure their attacks and try to score on the counter. When that happens, please use me, the fastest feet in Gensokyo. Yeah, you're even faster than Nita. I don't know what that reference is to. Alright, we have Keen. We can go ahead and change. Oh, we do get to keep Lily White and Diose. That's kind of neat. Alright, in this case, Keen is generally good at defense. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at her stats. So yeah, she's pretty... Her stats are generally good. She just doesn't have very good special abilities, mainly. She's okay at defense. That's about it. First Pyramid is a special dribble. GHQ Crisis is a... I want to say it's a special intercept. 3 Sacred Treasures... Actually no, 3 Sacred Treasures is a special intercept. Jeez, HQ Crisis. I don't remember what that is. I don't know. And then Phantasmal Emperor is a special challenge. The half-beast Taku of knowledge and history in her normal form. A history-eating woman, likes humans and is friendly with Moko, generally proficient in defense. So there you go. As for our opponents, mostly Gadamas, which are generics. You got some generic goalkeeper, and then you have Yomu on offense and Yuriko on defense. Or, yeah, pretty much on defense. Actually, no, she's in midfield, so she could be offense as well. Anyway, Yomu, gardener and swordswoman of the Saijioji clan. Her attacks with her sword are excellent. There is no ball she cannot cut. Average in most areas, but runs and dribbles quickly. She's actually a really good winger if you ever get her on your team. You just have her go along the sidelines and she takes care of most of the problems. Red Eye Kampaku 2 is a combination shot used with Ryzen, which we don't have with us. Slash of Eternity is our ground shot, pretty decent. Pascal Moonslash is our air shot, which is okay in the early game against most basic goalies, but towards the end it becomes pretty much useless. And then she has Artistic Dribble, which is a special dribble. But she's practically the best winger in the game. Because of her Artistic Dribble, you just have her use her special dribble along the sidelines and then just have her pass to whoever your scorer is. So, pretty good. Anyway, and Yuriko, mistress of the Saijioji clan. Because of her ghostly body, she is agile and exhibits unequal strength in mid-air battles. As you can see, she has a high ball of 30 and a low ball of 28. So yeah, she's really good at dealing with high balls. Her special shot is an air shot, Total Recollection, which is pretty good. It does kind of become less useful later on. She's generally a lot better in defense than offense. But in this case, it's a shot that's more than strong enough to deal with Diose. Ghost Butterfly, I think, is a special intercept, and then R of Hirokawa is a special challenge. So, there you go. You can see that she has a lot higher skills than Yomu. She just doesn't have as many good abilities. Anything else to note? Oh, Yomu is also very fast. She has 23 speed, which is why she's such a good winger. I think that's about it. luckily Aya's a little bit faster. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. I'm the Depressed Tior, and this was Touhou Soccer 2, the Aya sub-scenario. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later.